Good to go.
Yeah.
Got our team. Got our guys. Got our specializations. Now I gotta remember what the hell we were doing, journal-wise. So quest-wise, rendezvous with Aethys and Athman Ma. That's gonna take a while. I think investigate Delver's Row. All right, we need to go there at some point. Sail to Fort Deadlight for the Republics. Meet with the director of the Valiant Trading Company. That we need to do right now. That's another bounty. We should meet with her. At the Brass Citadel, that's worth doing. Oh, we need to change armor over to our guy. So Cubics over here needs the blunderbuss for crits. He needs a medium shield for when he gets fucked. And I think we're gonna do warbow. Oh, but if I do, I almost need a third armor set here. Oh well, he's Arcana too, right? Scroll of Flame. We have a healing scroll. Revive fallen ally doesn't sound bad either. Okay. Ray of Fire, Scroll of Winter. Let's do that one instead. He needs armor. And necklaces. Accuracy and intellect. Intellect and hostile effect duration. Sounds nice. Looks good. Take a look at the act. Oh, there was stuff there. I think we are running Resolve and Int. He was wearing medium armor. 8. Weaker versus Crush. Seems okay. He does seem to take damage fairly regularly. I don't really want to run a shield on him. I think I'm going to run just a weapon again. Oh, I sold all my good bows though. Fine. Duplicate that over there. Why do I have an exceptional medium shield here? 8+2. What's Twitch chat using? They have an 8+2, so that would be fine on him. All right. It's only 8+1. We have a gladiator sword, which is going over here. Maybe. And this is wands and naga bows. This is Twitch chat. Missing their other weapon right now. Mace, I think. Superb mace for crushing. Okay. Everybody else looks mostly good to go. We should sell junk.
Now, you see anything?
And we have a fair amount of it again. Oops, wrong thing. Stash, weapons, that, these, those, that, those. Okay, armor junk. It's fine. Alright, spent a lot of money here. Good. have our new bow. We have everything ready to go. Now we have to just go talk to some people. Okay, let's go talk to the Valiant Trading Company, continue our campaign. So story-wise, what we have done is we have moved into this other area. We've met with the queen of this island. We've been starting to have bounty contracts put out. We've tracked Aethys across another source of luminous Adra, and we are kind of running these leads down one by one as we get to these new areas. Excuse me.
We can summon the guards if you...
We just slightly updated our party. We were already running. Kex, can you update our party command if you didn't already? Oh, you did. Cool. Nice. Good, good. Alright, company guard. Attendant. Find the governor past the doors. Okay. Governor's bodyguard, sure.
Echosi, you have business here?
Yep. Governor Clario.
You are in luck.
Said I should come here. Good. Alright, standing next to her desk and lost in thought, Governor Alvari looks up at your approach. Her expression of intent focus thaws instantly, and she greets you with a startling, sunny smile.
The Watcher. From the palace, yes? You made quite the impression on the Cantanechesi. He went on for ages. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. I am Nueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Nekataka. What brings you to my door?
Governor Clario suggested that you might have work for me.
Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maget must be going more smoothly than reported. I do have work if you want it, but I think Director Castol has some interest in speaking with you directly. Best you see him first. You can find his office upstairs.
Alright, let's go do that then. Did you try some various answer like full kind of full jerk to see if the story changes from that? No, I haven't tried fucking with my playthrough. I mean, the characters do react to some degree. I don't know how... I doubt you can fuck up the main storyline enough not to do it, but you can probably make all your interactions more annoying. Alright, there's Director Castle. The man rises to greet you, has a tidy, scholarly bearing, only emphasized by the thin-framed lenses he pushes further up his nose. He clasps his hands together, offering you a smile, equal parts polite and relieved.
Ah, Watcher. This is a timely visit. I was just going over the reports. You have quite the history. The reports from Hasongo, incredible. These events will only increase tensions between the companies, of course, which makes our work here all the more pressing. And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find else. The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world. What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king? And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it? I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high. And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Albari deal with you.
So what do you want?
The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world? Your gifts, Watcher, open doors that would otherwise remain entirely closed to us. I cannot help but think that your arrival here is the very best of fortune. Alette has been eagerly awaiting the opportunity to work with someone just like you. Her experiments have been tremendously promising. I beg you, speak with her.
I can do that.
Good, good. I do not expect you to do this out of charity, of course, but I have made it clear to Alette that you are to be compensated. You will find Alette at the top of the spire of the Soul Seers, a tower once dedicated to Helia. That you will find in the Sacred Stair district, just north of here. Areto Gori, I will look forward to your return.
Okay. We will have to do a little bit of updating Kex for the new character, for what I want them to cast, and we'll do a little bit of updating for, it's not stealing, huh? All right, well, I'll steal everything in there. Does this stuff add anything? Like, entries? No. I don't want that shit then.
Leave it to me.
A lot of lore being put there that I don't want to deal with. Okay,
Yeah,
let's head into there. Go back and talk to the leader, or rather the governor. I don't understand. So there's like 2 leaders in this building, and one is more of a leader than the other. The other one's like a decoy leader to sucker me into wasting time having conversations with them.
Welcome back.
All right.
You return. Is there something I can do for you? Generous, I do have work if
I did see him upstairs already.
you return. Is there something an interesting Director Castle coordinate? He's been eager to speak with you since you should you have need of
I
work
talked to
or
him.
information, however.
You mentioned
perhaps
work.
suited to a watcher.
Okay.
Your
much do I know
arrival
about the
presents
trade?
An opportunity.
Does that require labor?
How much do you know about the Adra trade?
What's your interest in the Hydra?
It sells for its weight in gold. Our investors have charged us with claiming every vein we can reach. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukukahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukukahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job.
If I'm
A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay.
Alright, if I go, you need to pay me and give me shit.
Yes, I take your meaning. Here, a taste of what's to come. This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize.
Okay, so another island mission. We're starting to accumulate quite a few. We have the cartography area for mapping some more stuff out there. We have a bounty to kill another pirate. We now have to go find this other island to figure out what the fuck's going on over there. And I do need to meet this guy in the Imperial compound, and I need to meet. I want to head into the inland of this island because we haven't explored the inland of this island. So let's do those, and then we'll go meet this guy, and then we'll find the inland of the island, and then we'll go take the sailing missions, and that should be the next probably 5 or 6 hours if I'm guessing correctly, in terms of, or maybe 3 or 4 hours in terms of stuff. We'll get to go back out in the boat. The boat's super fun. The fighting the enemies is super fun. Collecting quests is not super fun. And it got really dense. It was really well paced, I thought, in the kind of first act. This act has a fuck ton of talking to people. And I told that to, I was talking to my D&D group about that a little bit, and they laughed at me. They're like, that's what RPGs are about. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? No, it isn't. But, just a little bit too much for me. So back to the district with the gunner, which is there. Are we on fast mode? We are. Wish we had, like, ultra fast mode. Yeah. We need to go to the Brass Citadel. Right. Yeah, it's supposed to have 125,000 people, and I feel like that's what they've gone for, and they've gone realistically. They want you to interact with each one of them. I feel like I've talked to 125,000 fucking people in this. So. Am I complaining about too much content? I don't think I'm complaining about too much content. I'm complaining about pacing. I really like the combat system in this, and I like the exploration and the sense of freedom as you wander around in your boat. Alright, so we're going to where now? Officers Lounge, Fleet Master's Quarters, Imperial Command. That's where we're going. So we're going to go here. Oops.
With sails unfurled and sword
Why does Sharonga carve his name into a rock?
Alright, so these are the two families that are competing, I believe. I think this is the second half of that. We've talked to the side that in the first area. This is the other area that we haven't really dealt with. I think it's the two families, but it's at the very least two competing organizations. I think it's also two competing families. We'll see. Is this the guy I'm supposed to talk to? Hello. Okay.
The former lady of Cadnua and one-time terrifier of harbor masters, if dockside tales are to be believed. Other than Hasongo, you have not brought much good news of late. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
That's about the shape of it, sure.
Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
You finally get a good look at her. She's not especially large, but she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks to have seen many storm-blown and sun-beaten days on deck, yet her eyes are keen and sharp. Okay, so she's wise and experienced, old but not used up. That's what we got from that. That was code. He's a giant made of living Audra that can absorb souls in an instant. Got any ideas? That's why I came to you all in the palace. Let's just say obviously.
Determination. Okay. That's good. But you need a plan.
I'm interested, Kex.
Ally. The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin. And the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit. Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rawatayans we could feed with plantations here.
What does that have to do with me?
You've got a way of charging into things full speed. Some might call it reckless, but I consider it valuable. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
What do you have in mind?
You've already helped us immensely at Hasongo. Once repairs are done, we can resume much-needed shipments from the farms back to Rawatai. It's also a welcome indication that someone around here can get things done. Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talent. His office is downstairs. He can tell you more.
God damn it, game developers. Give me the quest from one guy, not two guys. Alright. What's with all the black powder? Hasongo. What's the game board for it? Let's ask about the black powder. Look at surprise passed over her face. She tries to cover it with the grunt.
Noticed that, did you? Saltpeter is one of our chief resources at Rawatai. And we believe in putting resources to use. Now you can see why we didn't want the Valians nosing around our fort.
Alright, farewell. I guess I'll go downstairs and talk to the person about the quest that you just explained about. Aren't we downstairs already? Jesus. Alright. Oh, I'm supposed to approach somebody in the passage there. Okay. Glimpse beyond. Bounty. Terms of trade. Family pride? No, this is not the family pride one. What the hell is this then? This was the... I don't know. She just told me to go talk to somebody. Juana, right? No, this is not Juana. Man down. Brass Empire. I've met with Hazanui, and she told me to go talk to somebody downstairs. But I'm already fucking downstairs. So where the hell could she possibly be? This is out in the street. This doesn't look like there's anyone I could talk with. Right. You sure there's not someone?
Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet with you.
Grand
He's in his
Secretary
office downstairs.
Atsura. Imperial Lower Command. Alright. That's where we're going. Okay. There we go.
You must gather your party before.
There we go. This guy gets the basement. It's fine. It should have said, we have him in a cell in the basement. We occasionally give him water, but no food. He wants to talk to you.
They weren't that bad.
Guard, Breast Citadel, guard.
Rhyming Hazanui with Kablooey?
Jailer.
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
Guard.
Me neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Criticism is easier
guard.
than creation.
There we go. Okay. That's Sura. Alright. The man behind the desk regards you with attentive, unblinking eyes and perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age, though the crinkles of the corners of the eyes suggest he is not especially young. He cocks his head, taking your measure. He pauses before speaking, just a little longer than seems normal. When he finally does, he crosses his arms over his chest and gives you a slow, exquisitely courteous nod. The whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed that it seems he must have practiced it many times.
Watcher Nui, the hero of Hasongo. I'm pleased you've taken me up on my invitation.
In his careful stare and pause before he speaks, you recognize that he's studying you.
Nekataka is full of boastful tongues and bold claims, but none have accomplished what you managed at Hasongo.
That's kind of you to say.
Few with abilities like yours would be so humble about them. I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
And what's your business here?
Rawatai has long maintained trade interests in the region. While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
It's an honor to meet you.
And it's a pleasure to meet someone of your elegant manners. I wish I had been there to see your grand entrance at the palace, but I avoid Serpent's Crown as much as possible. It is a place of entirely too much talk, and I find that the more talk one hears, the less it means.
You're not exactly concise.
Forgive me. I deal with many different types of people. It's not always easy to discern what they're looking for. Allow me to state my request. The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement, but you can curtail their growth.
This isn't about the welfare of the Deadfire, this is about them outpacing you. Yes, let's do that.
By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pokokahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. Restoring the luminous Adra at Hasongo was an incredible feat. One I would have thought impossible. If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pokokahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
We'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire. I do not have the precise location of Pokokahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. Now, I suggest what else can I do for you?
Farewell. Alright, so we just got two. This is interesting now. It looks like we're going to be forced to choose a faction because there's two competing quests now for that. We have to go there and help them with the Adra or go there and sabotage it. Okay, there's one more place in the cities we should probably go to. I don't know if I have the patience to do it. We should go probably check out the other part that we were asked to do by the, I think it was the Valiant Trading Company, but it might have been somebody else, to go meet with the woman on the stairs. And then we can maybe get out of here. No, it's not the bounties. He waits in fire. No. Trade secrets. No. Hold the man down. No. 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 Yes. Speak with the Flan Elette atop the spire of Soul Seers. What? Make me go to lower command, then back into a building? Grumble. Okay. Oh yeah, good time. Thanks for clicking that, Galgan. It reminds me, I wanted to make a little bit of announcements once a few people have showed up. I will be in Seattle, Washington in June for I'm going to be in a bunch of areas in the Pacific Northwest. It'll be about a week and a half where I won't be streaming, and I will be out that way with my wife. We're going to be exploring the Pacific Northwest a little bit, but as part of that, while we're there, we will be spending one evening with Joe and Ribs at a bar in Seattle, and we're opening that up. If any of you guys want to join us there and say hi and meet us in person, that's a possibility. So anyways, thought we'd put that out there. So yeah, all right, let's go talk to this last person in here. Then we're going to explore the island. Then we're going to get on a boat and we're going to check out Tikawara or whatever it is and hunt down the bounties that we have. So, and we want to go Spire of the Soul Seers. That's where we wanted to go. So here. I'd love to do Vancouver, but I don't have time on that trip. We're already doing Portland and Seattle and a bunch of hiking and exploring the kind of outdoor stuff in that area. It's kind of a work trip for my wife and kind of a work trip for me. Well, it's not much of a work trip for me. I'm saying I'm going to do this meeting event with you guys, ideally. And my wife is going to be doing as part of her work, she does interview studies with a couple people, so a couple of that. But a lot of it's going to be us hiking, maybe some climbing, get to see Portland. I've never been to Portland. I get to see Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. I get to meet Joe and Ribs in person. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun stuff for that. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'd like to do Vancouver, but another trip.
Well.
All right. From her unkept hair to her agitated pacing, Flanellette gives off an air of restrained chaos. She waves you over with a few quick motions.
Early. I'm sorry, but we aren't ready to look into your condition yet. You can have a seat over there. Hope you don't mind heights or birch. You aren't one of our patients. Ah, Madiko, you that watcher. Senteri, I'm sorry. It's been a busy time here. Castle sent a runner ahead of you. Guess he's excited about all this. Did Castle say what all of this is about? Never mind, I'll explain. It's the Adra, of course. Everything's been about the Adra. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra. But there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring.
What is this that I don't have?
Missing.
Don't have scientists. Okay. I'll be happy to help however I can.
Gilardi, what a relief. You won't regret this. Let me run you through the theory, and we'll get to the test itself. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Keith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, ne? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
Your theory is sound. I've used Audra to track someone before.
Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts all day.
I'm currently out of Chicago, specimen, a little bit outside of Chicago. Moving up to Wisconsin in July, though.
We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance.
What would I have to do?
Ah, well, the idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the
I'm getting a
energy
teleporter
for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you. The next pillar's due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it.
Alright, let's do it.
Gelardi. Very well.
Give me a
All
teleporter.
right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
Okay, guys, I need like just 20 seconds here. I need to refill my water.